In the dark rooms of a Tennessee farmhouse, the first sound was not a scream. It was scratching, then knocking, and something moving through the walls, as if the house itself had learned to answer. The story begins near Adams, Tennessee in the early 1800s, on the land of the Bell family. John Bell was a farmer. His home should have been ordinary: fields, candles, beds, winter air pressing against the windows. But according to the legend, the house began to change. At night, the family heard noises they could not place. Blankets were pulled away, hair was tugged, furniture shifted in empty rooms. Some accounts say the children heard whispers beside their beds. Then the disturbance found a voice. That is what makes the Bell Witch different. Not just footsteps, not just shadows, a voice. At first it was faint, then it became clear enough to answer questions. It sang hymns, it quoted scripture, it mocked visitors. It seemed to know private things no stranger should have known. In later versions of the story, people called it Kate. Some said it was tied to an old grudge. Some said it was a spirit. Some said it was a trick or hysteria, or a family story that grew sharper every time it was retold. The record is difficult. Much of what survives comes from memory, local tradition, and a famous account published decades after the events were said to happen. The Bell Witch is not a clean case file. It is a house full of voices repeated through generations. But the details stayed. A bed where no one slept peacefully, a candle burning beside a Bible, a room full of neighbors listening to something they could not see, and John Bell, the father of the household, slowly becoming the center of the haunting. The legend says the voice tormented him more than anyone else. It cursed him, followed him, predicted his suffering. In 1820, John Bell died. Later tellings claim a strange vial was found near him, and that the voice took credit for what happened. Whether that is history or folklore, it became the darkest page in the story. After his death, the voice was said to leave, but not forever. The Bell Witch did what old stories do. It returns in fragments, in books, in family accounts, in cave tours, in whispered versions of what happened when a frontier home stopped being silent. Maybe it was a haunting. Maybe it was a rumor, fear, grief, and family conflict given a name. Maybe the house never answered at all, but somewhere in Tennessee, the story still waits in the walls. Not because we know what spoke, because for 200 years, people kept listening.